Hi everyone, so I've been meaning to start a new vlog series for a while. I kind of got into vlogging and then stopped vlogging because I was doing the singing ones, which I really want to start doing again, but it's kind of time and I can't do them when Alyssa's asleep because it would wake her up and etc. So I decided to start a vlog series that I'd be able to do when she was asleep, because I wouldn't be making as much noise as I would when I was singing. So this is going to be my 5-minute fixes with Mummy in a Tutu. This is basically any question you have that you want to ask me about blogging, being Mummy in a Tutu, or just general life, then, you know, you can ask me a question and I'll do a vlog on it. So this week, week 1, the question comes from Michaela from the Mummy Diaries. I'm going to pop her information down below so that you can pop over to her blog and give her a follow and a like. So her question was, what made you start blogging in the first place? Now, I don't know if I've covered this at all in some of my blog posts, which I probably have at some point or fleetingly mentioned it, but I don't think I've ever done a full post about why I started blogging. So it was never on the cards at all. I studied performing arts at university, left university, did a few auditions, and then worked on the West End for a while as a performer. And then my sensible head went on and I left because I knew that I wanted in the future to have a family and, you know, to be hopefully a stay-at-home mum. And I knew that I would need a career that would support that in some way, or some way that I'd have something to go back to. So I did a postgrad and became an English drama and dance teacher, which was great. It took me to Sicily. I lived in Sicily for 3 years, came back and became head of international studies for a local college. Now, Alyssa's dad and I broke up. The following day I found out I was pregnant, and the day after that I found out I was being made redundant. And so that I still managed to get maternity pay, they swapped me into an admin role in the agricultural department of the college, which did not suit me at all because I don't even own wellies. So I worked there for a few months and then went on maternity leave. From the second I went on maternity leave, the thought of going back just made me burst into tears. And this was before she'd even arrived. And then Alyssa arrived, and the thought of going back made me cry even more. I just thought, I can't do it. I don't want to leave her at home or leave her at nursery or with someone else who gets to watch all the amazing moments that I was then going to miss out on because I had to go to work. So I thought, I need to find something I can do from home that would enable me to work from home and be there for Alyssa for everything that she'd need. So I kind of thought, well, with my English skills and everything else, I could probably do copywriting, proofreading, that kind of thing. And I'd been an admin assistant, so I applied for a lot of virtual assistant roles and that kind of thing. And I sort of overheard someone mention blogging, never really thought about it as a career. And then my mum actually told me, she's a Pinterest fiend, and she was going through Pinterest one day. She said, oh, have you seen this blog? And it's actually Elizabeth Seller's blog from Rosa Lilliam. And she said, you know, have a look and have a read through all these blog posts that she's done on how to blog and everything. And I literally, Alyssa was still breastfeeding at the time, and she was ill as well, so she was sleeping on me the whole day. And I sat there for a whole day with her on and off breastfeeding on me and sleeping on me, reading almost the entirety of Rosa Lilliam's blog and how to blog and all these different things. And I had a little notepad because it's the kind of thing I do, made loads of notes and different things. And then I went away and thought about it for a few days and thought, do you know what, actually, I really want to have a go at this. And it wasn't necessarily about the money or anything else, because there's no quick fix to getting rich fast with blogging or even earning money blogging. But I just thought, actually, it would be a really good creative outlet for me, because since I'd stopped singing and performing, I didn't really have one. I didn't know if I'd be any good at it or if anybody would even want to read what I was writing, but it seemed like a really good idea. So I actually spent a month writing writing loads and loads and loads of posts. I ended up with about 50 or 60 posts, whilst my sister very kindly made me my first website. And then I launched, and we were away. And I launched in November of 2015, so I'm coming up to a year old on the blog. And by January of 2016, I had my first paid post. And I was due to go back to work in April. And in February, I told them that I wouldn't be going back to work. And I finished work on April the 16th, 2016, and became a self-employed blogger on the 16th of April 2016. I'm very, very fortunate in that when I found out I was expecting Alyssa and broke up with my ex and all sorts of different things, I actually moved back in at home with my mum and her partner. And if it hadn't have been for that, I wouldn't have been able to take the initial leap of faith to go self-employed as a blogger. Because obviously I knew that I had that cushion that, you know, if something did go wrong or I didn't make enough money that month, then she would actually be able to help me out. Luckily, that hasn't been the case, and I am now working full-time as a freelance blogger. I do a little bit of social media management and virtual assistant work for a publisher and a photographer and different things on the side to sort of supplement the income. But actually I'm having to decrease this slowly because I've just got a lot of work coming in. I've been very, very fortunate that I've grown very, very fast. So the reason that I started blogging in the first place was actually because I was looking for a creative outlet, but I was also looking for a way that would allow me to stay at home with Alyssa and not have to go back to work outside of the house. And I've just been really, really fortunate that it's actually paid off. So thank you, Michaela from the Mummy Diaries, for asking that question. I've probably rambled on way too much and give you way too much backstory, but thank you very much. If you guys have a question that you'd like me to answer on one of these vlog series, then please do leave it in the comments below, or tweet me at mummyinatutu.co.uk, or I've got a thread running on my Facebook, facebook.com/mummyinatutu, which again I will put below so that you can find me there. And yeah, I hope you come back next week for the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.